It was only an hour on the train, but already the land was positioned with wide open arms at their arrival. As each footstep takes them further away from the cityscape, breath is able to move in a different way. A canyon lies before them, littered with pines, paths, and all the freedom of an early morning start. They head for the tallest of the hills to climb, and they soon reach the first sure sign of altitude as they break through the trees and leave lower patches of vegetation behind them. Gorse bushes smelling of coconut, bracken turning to copper, slabs of pale granite covered in moss. Each hour spent out here, another wonder is revealed to them. This time, they marvel at how complex the lines that carry water running down each hill are. Deep carvings in these giants that hold more weight, and yet are lighter than they'll ever be. They puncture lucidity with each meter climbed. They are small, but they know their size in the hills. They know what they are walking away from. They know what they are walking towards, and most importantly, they know what they are doing here, now. The clouds lap the sides of higher hills, merging with snow and light. They reach the summit. They look back over the canyon they walked earlier that day. The sun sets, and they don't want to return to the city tomorrow, because here is enough. But before all that, he is in the unfamiliar, stranger in the city centre. Sharpening his pencil, he prepares the only instrumental he could get his head around. The only thing that seems to drown the sound, view blocked by the cine world, and visual displays of Tarantino's cinematic innards swirl. The only sign of nature is the birds in their beastly hall, the ever-present screeching of a creature in our man-made world. The only documenting worth repeating is the venting vexed inside the cyber pearl, decide the side that fits the bill amongst the people that you populate. The city said, slip between the others means of cracking your saturate. Demonstrate, you know who ate the fruit inside the garden's gates, and penetrate the posits, pointing out the part you played. The city said, keep coercing the mermaids' maids with the marble shades and getaways. The murky skies light up tonight with all the plains caked in kerosene. The careless dream of wanting something more than evergreen, like forever gleam. In a plastic world, a line of frantic sit branded by an electric fire, sub below standard, sit brandish, standoffish sandpits of established bland bits and fights. The vices they pander, propaganda in these stanzas so he can paint the picture how he felt on the inside. Pathetic fallacy gets boring all year round. Try aligning in the sideways rain. He is lighted by the shitty chains, masquerading as a citizen in silent ways. The street names are a squint to pronounce. Everybody's worrying what's in theirs, or if they can account for the substance and the stuff that they are allowed. A sellable amount of big issue is a regular count. Paramount, banal to the beeps check out. Escape from it all by the river's rub. Visceral reminders of home's river hug. Then, times of loose tension. Now, to brief short sentence. The long nights beckon to club thump stepping and sleep-filled frettings on 8 floors with windows that are glued shut for extra sweating. Extra seconds for the insolent, subordinate, ill at ease fortunate. Forever question the century that you sit, writing one side of a traffic cone, writhing, despising the the moans, the culture's curtains are closed. The culture's curtains are closed. The drains are surging and bursting at the seams. The stories urging for release, but try aligning in the sideways rain. We are lighted by shitty chains. Try aligning in the sideways rain. We are lighted by shitty chains. The best suited, non-toxic, non-fakery is felt on a hilltop, blatantly. The directive to get down is only worth listening to if it comes from the rain on the ground. And it all makes sense. None of the tents since the hills fade the city's high fence. And they're not worrying about a pound or a pence. Calmer murmurs in the half-light panorama, dharma of a star night terra firma. Their two shadows stretched over the canyon. Last splush of sun scorches its dominion, giving death to a day, releasing night's prison. Simmering states of their inner children. Aloud here, loud and clear. And the whole frickin' lake is lapping at the lushness. Lomond in full bloom caught the beauty that eye captures. Fool's muse for the two atop of its pinnacles and raptures. And all the shit that they want to get done doesn't matter. Because it's all here, and it's all now, and this is better. He's discovering a desire for a calm after the bridges he's burned and the love in the ashes he's learned. Experience has been a great teacher, but too much, too often creates a mind that can't stop wandering. He's seen it in his elders. He's seen it in the lines of the worn-out features. He's seen it in his teachers, and he's breathed it in the rebel belly of the clenched fist fevers. It's tiresomely trod, the path he's young enough to put off. She's discovering a desire for a looseness she deserves after the times she's worked. It's hard to keep ambition's grip on a world that gives grief and little give, but she does it so well. She's lived her life and aligned it to a balanced tip. Laughter's been a great cure for the down times and doubts chewed lit, and she's seen it in the takers. She's seen it in the make-believers. She's seen it in the way that people compete for a piece of the freedom and leave the rest wasted by the legions. She's breathed it in the minutiae of the country's group eye, and she's learnt it far and wide. But out here, they see clouds, docile patterns for the moving ground. Out here, they feel proud to have lived this long. They can see where the sun started from, traced its journey from the bottom of the valley to the top of the summit. They see a completeness with no value placed upon it. It is what it is. 7 billion people alive on this rock, on this planet in the story. 2, atop of a protruding outpost, not feeling so alone. Thank you very much, guys. I will hand the microphone over to Jolly Fella.